Today I want to talk to you why the poor stay poor. My name is Josh, and if you're looking for ways to save, make money, and enjoy life on a budget, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell, and that way you don't miss anything. You can have financially poor people who are rich and have trust fund babies who are considered financially poor. Being poor is a mindset. The poor stay poor by blaming others for their financial situation, which some would refer to them playing the victim. Poor people stay poor when they fail to take responsibility for their own destiny. By playing the victim, it allows them to blame everyone around them for their current situation. They will blame their parents, they will blame their families, they will blame the school system, they will blame the rich, the government, or even the man, and oftentimes will convince themselves that the system is rigged against them. They feel like they are constantly under attack all the time. Blaming others for your financial situation is not the remedy. Yeah, I get it. It's true that sometimes that things happen that are beyond our control. But the way that you react to any situation will determine the outcome. There are so many people who fail to plan accordingly, and they blame others when they fail. It's like the old saying,
if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail.
Another reason why the poor stay poor is because of a lack of financial education. There are many poor people with a rich mindset, but they are financially poor due to circumstances. In order to have financial security, you must have those tools in place. It is hard for someone to get ahead financially if they have never been taught or even given the basic knowledge. It is necessary that these barriers be addressed, or they will continue to prevail from generation to generation and prevent financial stability. The poor stay poor because they are consumers, not savers and investors. People with the poor person's mindset are the type of people who live paycheck to paycheck. They never invest their money, they rarely save their money, and they will often resort to paying for things with credit. The poor person will buy things that will not add value to their life. An asset is something that in the future will generate you cash flow. Anything that takes money out of your pocket is what you will call a liability. I met this guy a few years ago, and he always had free time, always had time to volunteer. He drove around, he was always so generous and nice. One day I went to him and said, "How can I be like you?" And he simply told me that it was time for me to stop working for money and have my money to work for me. So in other words, think of your money as being your employees, that each dollar should have an assignment every month. Each dollar should make you more money. On payday, poor people tend to buy liabilities such as TVs, furniture, and other personal property that is not generating you an income. It will be best for that poor person to begin to invest in assets and produce an income source such as stocks, rental properties, real estate, crowdfunding projects, bonds, mutual funds, and other investment accounts. Poor people stay poor a lot of times because they lack meaningful relationships. Poor people tend to have this mindset of,
if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Poor people do not seek to build relationships based on trust, shared values, and mutual respect. It seems like they don't care about the consequences of their actions or decisions. People with a rich mindset will help other people without any expectation of anything in return. You have two choices whenever you see somebody that's being successful. Tear down that person's successes or be inspired by their example. One thing that really keeps people poor is gambling. The lottery is what you would call a tax on the poor. The money is going to the state without much personal return on it. It has a low probability of you actually winning the jackpot. The odds of you winning are horrible. You have a better chance to get struck by lightning, which is 1 in 12,000, than you would actually have winning the lottery, which the odds are 1 out of 300 million. Think of the lottery this way. A lot of people voluntarily put a lot of money in a pot. Then it was given out randomly to just a few of those people. But you're already desperate and unable to afford the basic necessities. That little tiny probability of digging yourself out of that situation sometimes may seem better than nothing. I've been to gas stations where I walk in there and I see the same person over and over, or a group of people over and over. They are just spending all of their money on playing the lottery because that little glimpse of hope that they're going to be able to win some money. Or you have that convenience store clerk who, whenever he get paid, he will take his entire check just by doing the scratch-offs because that little glimpse of hope. But you have to realize that the system is actually rigged against you winning. Like I said, it's a 1 out of 300 million chance that you will actually hit the jackpot. You will see a better return on your money by investing that money or even saving it in a money market account. Remember that being poor is a mindset. Challenge yourself to have a rich mindset. What are some of the traits that you feel that are keeping people poor? Leave those in the comment section below. Click here to subscribe and click here and here for more videos. Remember that being frugal is not about being cheap, it's about being resourceful. Have a great day.